Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So just a little update for you guys. I was in the hospital from, let me see, February the 8th through the 14th, and I was actually out of work all the way up until February the 20th. So what happened, and this will be a nice, like a crazy story for me to tell my unborn child one day, but I basically went in for my regular appointment with my OBGYN, and she basically noticed that I was breathing hard, my feet were swelling, and then my blood pressure was like 141 over something. So she asked me to be an inpatient for 24 hours at the hospital so they can basically collect my urine and just basically measure the protein in my urine. And so, yeah, that 24 hours turned into 6 days in which my mom stayed up with my mom stayed up there with me for 3 days. My sister stayed up there with me for 3 days. My stepmom, my stepdad came by, my uncle, my auntie. But I actually ended up leaving against medical advice because what they were telling me, I just felt like there was no follow through, nothing was being done. So if you guys are not going to move, then I'm going to leave. And that's exactly what I did. And while I was there, 2 days before I left, there was an outbreak of COVID, one of the nurses said. And yes, my entire family, my mom, sister, uh, and we all caught COVID. So we basically left on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. I went home, and of course, I had the fever, chills, headache. I was coughing really bad, and so we all took COVID tests. We were all positive, and so I was really pissed because I was planning on going back to work, but did not end up going to work until the 20th. So we went to the urgent care on the 15th. Only me and my mom got tested, even though my sister Crystal, her test also tested positive, but for some reason she didn't want to get tested. So yeah, we all got COVID, recovered from that. And then I was back to work on the 20th. So it's been a crazy month, and that was basically a crazy 2 weeks, and I do not want to relive it. While I was in the hospital, I was actually diagnosed with gestational hypertension, which is basically high blood pressure while you're pregnant. I mean, it's not a big deal. My sister actually bought me, that's what she's putting batteries in. She bought me a blood pressure machine, and I've been basically testing my blood pressure every day. Since then, it's basically March. Like, I'm 34 weeks. So the past week, my feet haven't swelled nearly as bad. I really do think it was just a stage. I was low on iron as well. So they gave me a couple of iron infusions. And I'm also taking baby aspirin. So, and I'm drinking a lot more water. So, even though it was like a crazy experience, uh, I actually did change a lot of my regimen. Kind of no coffee, um, drinking a lot more water, taking my iron pills. I'm taking baby aspirin because pregnant ladies with COVID, you have a potential to get blood clots. And I'm also taking my vitamin D3. So I am taking, like, just from the experience, I am taking, like, just, I don't know, I'm just being more careful, and I'm definitely making sure that I'm taking all of my supplements. I'm not taking the prenatals. I stopped those a long time ago, but I am doing a lot better. So all in all, it was a crazy, like I said, it was from February the 9th through the 20th. And most of that time, I didn't even go outside. I only went outside to leave the hospital, and then I went outside on the very last day where, well, basically to go home. So yeah, so right now I'm back at work. And I did call to set my appointment, my next appointment, which is actually tomorrow. My OBGYN didn't want to see me until 10 days after I tested for COVID, just because that's just their protocol. So I actually have an appointment with her tomorrow. And then they're going to also give me an ultrasound because that was part of the whole chaos at the hospital. Another story for another day. But they are going to basically give me an ultrasound tomorrow to make sure the baby's good. And the baby is just fine. They're alive and kicking it. So yeah, so afterwards, after everything settled down, I got over COVID. My sister and I, we basically finished up what we basically needed to do before this baby comes. I ended up, and then afterwards, we went out the very last day before I was going to work. We went out. We kind of celebrated to get rid of all of the negativity. We went and got some ice cream, and then we went to the mall just to have like a night out. And I finished up what I needed to do. So the pediatrician that I'm going with, I'm just going with my pediatrician that I had growing up. I just felt like it's kind of just the easiest thing, and I really did enjoy him. So I'm going with my pediatrician that I had growing up. I have finished the entire hospital bag and also my overnight bag. Well, not my overnight bag, but the bag that I'm going to have once I'm staying at my mom's house. So everything is packed, everything is done. The only thing I have left to do is turn in my birthing plan. So this is what I have on my birthing plan. And I'm adding more, and I'm gonna finish it up tomorrow. But I have fan, ice, low lighting, soft piano music, videos and photography allowed. Baby stays in the room after. Baby placed on chest after delivery. Auntie cuts cord. Immediate skin to skin after cord cut. Vitamin K allowed. Minimum cervical checks. And then there's actually a nurse that I had for one of my prenatal classes, and she was a peach, and so I want her. So I'm requesting it. Doesn't mean I'll get her, but I am actually requesting it. Let's see. And once again, sorry, I am breathing hard, but that's just, that's just a part of the pregnancy. I just cannot stop it. And then the people that will be a part of the birth is my dad, stepmom, my mom, and sister. The nurses really don't want a lot of people, but those are the people that I was just like, okay, I understand that. But these are the 4 people that have basically took care of me my entire pregnancy. They have contributed. They have been there for me, and I'm just forever grateful. So they will be a part of it. The godmom will probably be on FaceTime because she doesn't live here. So she'll probably be on FaceTime for it. And then this is my hospital bag. So this is everything that I have in the hospital bag. All of the green check marks is already in there. Everything that's not checked, I just haven't packed yet just because I need to go out and buy. And I think I have, yeah. Yeah, like everything else, I just have to get out, like go out there and buy. And then I also packed a little mini hospital bag for the baby as well. So you guys will see that coming up in a minute. So yes, a very rough month. It is over. It's now March. I'm 34 weeks. It's technically March. I'll go ahead and round this month off. And the only thing I have left is literally the baby shower this weekend, and that is it. And I'm hoping that I just can, this rest of this month, I'm gonna migrate to my mom's house so I can stay with her for my maternity leave, and then I'm going to basically focus on going to work, coming home, taking care of myself because I really want to make sure I go full term. And I also may have a C-section as well. So that birthing plan, that's just if I have a vaginal birth. So for all I know, I could have a C-section. And if I have a C-section, then I will have to make basically a whole new birthing plan. So that birthing plan is literally just if I have a vaginal birth. But if I have a C-section, then of course that changes the game. So, but yeah, everything is basically done. I'm doing a lot better. I'm enjoying my days. I'm enjoying going to work for this next few weeks. And then, I don't know. I mean, the baby could basically come at any time. So I'm kind of just waiting. Once the baby shower is over, I'm going to organize all of my gifts and what I got. And then after that, I'll probably literally be at my mom's and just waiting for this baby to come. So that's a quick update, and thank you so much for watching.